One morning, the world woke up in complete silence. No whisper of the wind, no voices of people. Birds flew but didn't sing. The ocean waves moved but never crashed onto the shore. Everything was in motion, yet no sound existed. Our main character, Mira, first thought it was a disease, but soon she realized it wasn't just happening to her. It was happening everywhere. Radios, phones, even her own scream. All sound had vanished into thin air. As days turned into weeks, the world descended into chaos. Without sound, people couldn't communicate, couldn't warn each other of danger. The silence was deafening. Then one day, Mira heard a rumor about a place deep in the mountains where a sound still existed. An old legend spoke of a forgotten radio frequency that hadn't been heard in years. They say it could only be found in the deepest silence. Hope surged through her. Maybe if she could find that frequency, she could hear something, anything. So Mira set out on a journey to find the last remaining sound. Her heart pounded in her chest as she climbed higher and higher. The silence was almost unbearable, but she pressed on. Finally, she reached the peak. Taking a deep breath, she put on her headphones and tuned the radio to the forgotten frequency. At first, nothing but static. Then she heard a voice. It was her own voice, but how she had never spoken these words before. As the recording played, she realized with a jolt that the voice was coming from the future. It was her, but from a time when the world still had sound. She listened intently, trying to make sense of the message. The voice told of a world without sound, a world without hope. Suddenly, the voice changed. It was no longer mine. A sinister laugh echoed through the headphones, sending chills down her spine. The voice belonged to someone who had found a way to harness the power of silence, and they planned to use it to control the world. Mira ripped off her headphones, her mind racing. She had to warn the others, to tell them about the voice, about the danger, but how could she do it without making a sound? And so, Mira, the girl who had lost her voice in a world of silence, embarked on a new mission. This time, the stakes were higher than ever. She had to find a way to bring sound back to the world, even if it meant facing the sinister force that had stolen it away. Because in a world without sound, there was no hope. And now, you need to watch. If a monster killed you, would it be your fault? Or click this other video instead.